So, oh, did you call her? Oh. So, doesn't look like we will have a quorum. I'll talk through what we can do, and see if someone else shows up within the next 10 minutes or so. Um, I'll ask staff. A lot of these are for discussion. So the forensic audit and engagement letter with Plant Moran, that needs to go to the agenda. Um, update on policing, we can have that as a presentation on the agenda. Food Well Alliance summary and wrap up, that can be the first presentation on Monday's agenda. Um, I actually skipped. Let me start at the beginning. So, audit and financial update presentation on Monday's agenda. Classification and compensation study project summary, Monday's agenda presentation. Um, believe the rest of these can go to the November work session. Anybody let me know if anything is time sensitive. If anything needs to come from staff to be added to Monday's meeting. I think Councilmember Butler, you probably want the Patsy Joe Hilliard recognition on Monday's agenda because I think the meeting is next Wednesday. 16 on agenda, Madam City Clerk, Deputy City Clerk. But 4, 7, 8, 9, do we have any ordinances for any of these? Mr. King or the interim city attorney, the one about discussion on adoption of streets, alcohol consumption hours at businesses, cameras at gas stations. Do we have ordinances? If we do, those can go to the Monday agenda.
My apologies, Madam Mayor. On the streets, when I would ask that we actually, I think I
You
sent
want to
the
put that
draft
on the work
ordinance on
session?
that one. Yeah, if you could.
Okay, so 4, 7, 8, and 9 work session. The alcohol consumption hours at businesses can, I mean, where are we with that? The impact on quality of life is substantial. So I don't know if we're doing anything in between, but the residents can't keep living.
I can give an update to you now, Madam Mayor. That's
We
by
won't have
information.
quorum, so
I'm just by way of information if you just want. Okay.
do we have, well, I just want to know if there's an ordinance to place on the agenda for Monday.
No, no, ma'am. There's no ordinance yet. I want to give an update to find out what the will of council was with respect to the
Yeah,
information they found.
I think we probably should at least put it on the agenda for like, there has to be a strategy because residents' quality of life is continuing to be negatively impacted. Um, cameras at gas stations. Um, will there be something ready for Monday? So I just leave it up to staff on items like that. Like that we were looking at an ordinance or talking with the chief was looking at is that one, and there's another one. Um, yeah, 17. 11 and 17 are connected to cameras at gas stations or high crime, high risk businesses. So they're kind of the same, but like we need to know if there's an ordinance or something that we'll be able to move forward on. So If so, put 11, put it on the ordinance on the agenda for Monday. The 12 work session, 13, Councilmember Robertson, November work session. No, non-owner occupied certification, that can be work session, November. Ordinance to maintain zoning, South Fulton Hospital work session, November. Okay, we got 16 on the agenda. 18, we need this on the agenda. So the superintendent should have approved these by now. He called me on the 21st because he heard I was coming to the meeting. So they were supposed to be approving these cameras. Councilmember Gordon, you want this on November work session? There won't be any action that will be taken, because we've already approved it for staff. The school superintendent's office was delaying our application and not processing, is my understanding, that they will be processing. I don't see Chief here, but, I think their first meeting might be this Thursday where it's supposed to be addressed, but there's nothing else for council to do. If we want to have a discussion about the implementation at the November work session. 19, work session, council members Gordon and Cummings. 20, work session, we can, for staff, we need to make sure that you all have an update on the third-party vendor process and what we're doing as it relates to even a policy around that. As well as 21, our forensic auditor will be helpful with that work session for 21. And I guess 22, Mr. King, I don't think there's anything pending that will require us to deal with this ordinance now. And I don't know if it's a zoning ordinance, if it had to be publicly noticed. And so is there a public notification that went out for 2022 such that it needs to go on the agenda for Monday? No, so we
No,
could
man,
put
there's
on
no public notification notice required for this.
so we could put on November work session?
Yeah.
All right. These new agenda items, everything from staff put on the, we have 3 public hearings, 23, 24, 25 will have to go to the agenda for Monday because they're public hearings. 26 through 36 agenda. These look to be operational. The best we could do at this point is put them either on that agenda or on the work session. I'm not sure if any of these operational things are time sensitive, so I would say the agenda. But this is interesting because we don't have a quorum and now I'm getting into operation. So Mr. King, I'll let you decide where the rest of these go. Those other ones were council items and public hearings. We don't have a quorum, so I can't really discuss the rest of it too much.
Right. Let's see, 27, 28, and then they got 29, 30, 31, 32. Those emergency procurements for water sewer, those can go on the agenda for Monday. Those are emergency procurements.
You said 26 through what?
26 through 33. Let's go all the way down there because all these are operational. They can be on the agenda for Monday. There is one that, as you go farther down to 36, it would have been, I know that the fire chief was trying to get that one done tonight, but unfortunately we can't. Corey, come here.
So you want 26 through 36 on the agenda so far?
Yes, Madam
Okay.
Mayor, yes. And
37 indicates that you're pulling.
yes, 37, I'm pulling.
Okay. 38 through 42.
Yes, Madam Mayor, 38 through 42, we can put on Monday's agenda as well.
And you're pulling
And I'm pulling
43.
43, pulling 43.
All righty. Madam City Clerk, do you have that? 1, 2, 3, and 5 are presentations for Monday. 4, 7, 8, 9, 11 through 15 are work session. 16 is agenda for Monday. 17 is work session. Or if staff has something, they can put that on. 18 through 22, work session. And 23
22. Okay.
through 25 are public hearings, so they've already been noticed for
Madam Mayor?
agenda. Per the city manager, 26 through
Ma-
36 agenda, 38 through 42
Madam Mayor,
agenda.
I'm sorry, Madam Mayor. I just was informed that item number 22 is tied to what number 42? 40. No, 42. So we'd like to include item number 22 on the October agenda.
I don't know how we're gonna discuss it and then do it. Like
Yeah, it's all of it.
procedurally, so I'll let y'all figure that out. That's
Okay.
operational city
Yeah.
manager, so you can decide. They'll follow up with you.
Okay.
Procedurally, I don't understand,
All
but
right.
and then 37 and 43 have been pulled. So to everyone here this evening and those who are online, we don't have a quorum. So per our charter, a quorum is 6 council members or the mayor and 5 council members. And tonight we have myself and 4 council members. And so the council members have reported to myself and the clerk either some personal issues that they have or some things with the family or illness. And so tonight we don't have a quorum. There's one en route, but she won't be here. Councilmember Bailey won't be here for another hour. And so when we don't have a quorum, we're not able to meet and conduct business. So I just went through the agenda to move the items to future dates. The council members can do that by either just calling the clerk, so that's not really conducting business, and then the city manager addressed all the operational items. And so to all of you who are here this evening, thank you for showing up to share with us. Unfortunately, you will need to come back to a future meeting, some on Monday, the October 16th. And then if they were not placed on Monday's agenda, October the 16th, they were placed on our November 13th work session. So it's either one or two places, and the clerk has that information if you have any questions around that. But thank you so much again for being here, for your patience, and we will see you on either October the 16th or whatever. November 13th is the other date that most of these are on, but staff can also decide to place items on the agenda, so they will let you know if there's an item that's connected to a staff operational item. So thank you all. Have a great evening.